This is a Montgomery Ward Airline radio, actually made by Westinghouse. And this is very similar, again, to one that I had when I was young. I still have that original one at my parents' house, although I think the back of it may be missing. So this has a little bit of sentimental meaning to me to find this one again. But I just put some new capacitors in it. I think it just needed new electrolytics. Let's take a look inside of it. Take a look at the model number first. GTM-1723A. And here's the tube layout. Standard 5-tube radio layout. Here's the chassis. And looks like this was made in 1962, 6216 date code, or 6218. This 35W4 tube is an original Westinghouse tube. I think Westinghouse always had these dots around the tube number and the Made in USA wording above the number that was in that font. Here's a GE tube, and as usual it's got the sandblasted tube identification on it. This 12AV6 is an IEC, and these are Sylvania, or this one's Sylvania, this one's Zenith from 1967. So apparently this radio went into the shop several times, or its owner just changed tubes a lot. There's the new electrolytic capacitors down there. And it didn't have any paper caps in it, so that's all I needed to change. It's got a right angle drive tuning capacitor. So I'm going to plug it in for a demonstration. I do have this plugged into an isolation transformer for extra safety, just in case I touch the capacitor or the variable capacitor or anything metal while it's open.
Well, ma'am, first of all, very sorry for your loss. And what's your daughter's name?
Donna.
Donna, I will pray for her in particular.
The new tubes in this really give it good performance.
And I cannot tell you what that...
Oh, no, I called him again, and it was supposed to be 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I'm calling...
Faintly get a station there.
Jeff Griffiths also does all his own processing because he uses all parts of the animal, including liver, kidneys, bones, and more.
I think it's just a shame to waste anything off of any animal, especially when we put so much work into hunting.
We have a venison recipe from Chef Griffiths at passporttotexas.org. That's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. For Texas Parks and Wildlife, I'm Cecilia Nasty.
Here's a front view of the radio.
This has been one of the largest...
Just about any tubes, as long as it lights up, will usually make an AM radio play on local stations. But to get the best performance, a new set of tubes often will really improve the distant station getting ability.
Yearly to our existing customer base. Texas Mutual has a very competitive price structure, and when you consider the level...
I'm going to get my house away. That was a good idea. She's still there. She didn't go shopping. She's still stuck in that.
If you want to talk about Eastern Orthodoxy, what is the schism? How can we end it? What still remains to be resolved?